One day, you will thank yourself. You will look back at this moment, at all the struggle and the grind, and you'll be grateful. One day, you will thank yourself for not giving up when it felt like the easiest thing to do. You'll thank yourself for choosing progress, even when comfort was calling your name. For every single small step you took, no matter how insignificant it seemed at the time. You'll thank yourself for those long nights when you kept trying, pushing through the exhaustion because you knew it mattered. For believing in your own potential, even when no one else did. One day, you will thank yourself for choosing discipline over instant gratification, for waking up early, getting a head start while the world was still asleep, for staying focused on your goals, blocking out the noise and the endless distractions. You'll be grateful you trusted the process, even when the path was unclear and the results weren't immediate, for taking responsibility for your life, your choices, and your future, for showing courage when your heart was pounding with fear, for chasing your dreams with relentless passion, because you knew they were worth it. One day, you will thank yourself for being consistent, for showing up on the days you didn't feel like it, for doing the work when motivation was low. You will thank yourself for saying yes to growth and no to the things that held you back, for ignoring the noise of other people's opinions and expectations, for choosing your goals and making them your top priority. You'll be so proud that you worked on your mindset, transforming your thoughts from self-doubt to self-belief, for taking action instead of just thinking about it. One day, you'll thank yourself for not comparing your journey to someone else's. You'll understand that your path is unique. You will thank yourself for respecting your time, treating it as your most valuable resource, for building good habits, one day at a time, until they became second nature, for staying patient through the slow seasons, and for not rushing the process, understanding that great things take time to build. You'll thank yourself for all your quiet efforts, the hard work you put in when no one was watching. That discipline you built in private will be the foundation of your public success. One day, you will thank yourself for keeping the promises you made to yourself, for choosing faith over fear, trusting that things would work out, for learning from every failure, seeing each setback not as an end, but as a lesson, for staying strong when life tried to knock you down. You'll thank yourself for being uncomfortable now, knowing that temporary discomfort leads to long-term growth, for focusing on what truly matters and letting go of the rest. One day, you will thank yourself for sharpening your skills, for dedicating time to becoming better at your craft, for saying no to distractions that tried to pull you away from your mission, for protecting your energy, realizing it's a finite resource that needs to be invested wisely. You will thank yourself for believing you deserve more than mediocrity, more than just getting by, for taking that first, terrifying step into the unknown, and for every step that followed. One day, you will thank yourself for staying committed, even when your initial excitement faded, for every sacrifice you made along the way, big and small, for keeping your vision alive in your mind, holding on to it like a guiding star. You will thank yourself for chasing excellence, not perfection, for having the humility to work on your weaknesses, turning them into strengths, for focusing on solutions instead of dwelling on problems. One day, you will thank yourself for being brave enough to start over, or just to start, period, for not being afraid to fail and fail again on the path to success. You'll thank yourself for dreaming big, for refusing to let small minds convince you to shrink your ambitions, for removing excuses from your vocabulary and replacing them with action, for the discipline that became your superpower, for trusting your abilities and your intuition to guide you. You'll thank yourself for the silent battles you won, the internal struggles no one else saw, for showing up on the hard days, the days filled with doubt and fatigue, for keeping your focus strong like a laser beam, for intentionally building your confidence, brick by brick, with every small win, for thinking long-term, planting seeds for a future you couldn't yet see, for learning to control your emotions instead of letting them control you. One day, you will thank yourself for valuing your dreams enough to fight for them, for investing in yourself, your health, your knowledge, your skills, for not giving in to doubt when it whispered in your ear, for upgrading your mindset, recognizing that your reality is a reflection of your thoughts. You will thank yourself for fighting through fear, for breaking your self-imposed limits, and for not settling for less than what you are capable of. One day, you will thank yourself for being honest with yourself about what you wanted and what needed to change, for choosing discipline daily, making it a non-negotiable part of your life, for taking the pen and rewriting your own story, for working harder than you thought you could, for choosing courage again and again, for improving just a little bit every single day. One day, you will thank yourself for taking calculated risks, for following your passion, even if it didn't make sense to others, for your incredible resilience, your ability to bounce back from anything. You'll thank yourself for staying calm under pressure, for learning continuously, and for taking control of your habits, for upgrading your lifestyle and taking care of your physical and mental health, for protecting your peace at all costs. You will thank yourself for believing in a better future, for embracing challenges as opportunities, and for your unwavering self, for chewing effort over excuses every time, for learning from mistakes and for staying positive, even in a negative world, for working in silence and letting your success make the noise. You'll thank yourself for loving yourself enough to demand growth, for taking full control of your life, for all the books you read, the things you learned, and the ways you improved. One day, you will thank yourself for managing your time wisely, for building discipline like a muscle, and for choosing your future self over your present comfort, for showing up day in and day out, for calming your mind in a chaotic world, for your mental strength, for keeping your heart strong, and for surviving the tough seasons. You'll thank yourself for not quitting early, for creating your own opportunities, and for controlling your attitude, for embracing discomfort and pushing your limits. One day, you will thank yourself for staying hungry for growth and for trusting the journey, for building your life step by step, brick by brick, for walking your own path and choosing self-respect, for finding strength in the silence, for staying humble and hungry. You will thank yourself for not letting fear make your decisions for you, for chasing the best version of yourself with everything you've got, for your patience and your persistence, for turning your pain into your power. One day, you will look back and thank yourself for one simple reason: because you didn't quit. Keep going.